Hello, this video is going to be on finding the LCD least common denominator of rational expressions with linear denominators, common factors. All right, so the question is asking us to find the least common denominator of 9x divided by x plus 1 and negative 3 divided by 4x plus 4. Now, the least means lowest common that they both have, and denominator meaning the value on the bottom of the fraction. So what I'm really looking at here is I'm looking at the x plus 1 and the 4x plus 4. And what I'm trying to see is there something that those two have in common? Well, right now they don't really have that much in common, but you should recognize that this term, 4x plus 4, these terms, share something in common. What do 4x and positive 4 have in common? Well, the 4, right? So what I can do is I can actually factor out this 4. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Think of it as backwards distribution, right? Everyone uses the distributive property. Think about it backwards. What do these have in common? And I'm almost breaking it down. So think of it as almost like division. So I can take the 4 out. And what's left inside, what would I multiply 4 times to get 4x? Well, that's just 4 times x. And then what would I multiply 4 times to get positive 4? I'd multiply it by positive 1. You can check it by thinking, okay, so 4x, that's 4x. Okay, 4 times positive 1, that's positive 4. If you distributed this, it would be equal to this term, this expression right here. So that's how you would factor it. And then this, well, as you can tell, this denominator is just x plus 1. So now these do have something in common. And just so that we can kind of use this example the same as other examples, we can just think of this as x plus 1 times 1, right? Since there's nothing really being done to it. What you want to do when you're finding the least common multiple is you're going to take your whole numbers that are in front and you're going to multiply them together. So 1 times 4 would be 4. And then since this is distributing to this and this is distributing to this, really, we're not going to write the x plus 1 twice. We're just going to write it once. But it's being multiplied by this. So the least common denominator of these rational